marketers. Debra Eckerling here.
And I'm Keith Smith, and we host the MPN Meta Marketing Show, which is not just another marketing podcast, but the marketing podcast about all the other marketing podcasts.
Podcasts are booming, right? We love them, and people actually listen. They don't scroll, they don't swipe, well, except maybe during the ad breaks.
But here's the secret. With the Marketing Podcast Network, your ads don't make people hit skip. We put your brand on shows that people actually want to hear.
That's right. We match your message with podcasts that make marketing nerds like us perk up and take notes, or at least nod knowingly, pretending they understand.
And don't worry, because we'll deliver your ad naturally. People might even think that we love your brand personally, which of course we totally do, unless it's a veggie smoothie, then maybe not.
If you want your brand heard without making listeners roll their eyes,
head to marketingpodcasts.net and catch marketing fans at work, rest, and play. Seriously, your audience is already listening. Make sure they hear your brand and not our awkward jokes.
Join the conversation, because good ads shouldn't just be tolerated, they should be enjoyed.
Yes!
Welcome, everyone. I'm Debra Eckerling, author, goal strategist, and book proposal specialist, and this is the Book Proposal Podcast. On this episode, I'm answering the question, when should I gather media for my book proposal? The short answer is yesterday. One of the great things about a book proposal is that there's so many moving parts, and many of them can be worked on in tandem. As I've shared before, a book proposal consists of three core components. First, the concept, your idea, what makes it unique, and why you are the best and only person who can write this book. Second, the context, that's your author platform, and it also includes your promotion, your audience, your comp titles. And then the third is the content, your table of contents, detailed chapter outline, and sample chapters. The context section, which encompasses all of the things that support your authority as an expert, such as promotion, positioning, marketing. It is something that can be worked on while you're developing both the concept and the content for your book. Media is a huge part of your author platform. When you're trying to sell a book, you need to be visible. You need to be developing an audience. Media is a powerful way to do that, and it's often overlooked because there's so much focus on social media. That's important too, but nothing elevates your authority quite like traditional media, especially if you can get on TV. Radio interviews, podcasts, and articles where you're interviewed also count. Now, if you are just getting started and you need some media to support your authority, you can begin with low-hanging fruit. Look at who you already know. Do you have friends who have podcasts who might interview you? Do you know people who are in your field or a similar enough field who've been frequently featured in the media and could introduce you to podcast producers and hosts? There's a larger strategy behind pitching media, which I will cover in future episodes. But basically, the more press you have, the easier it is to get more press. If you don't have any press, start with what you can get most easily, most tangibly, and grow from there. Media helps you show up as the expert you already are. And when you include strong links in your book proposal, along with your media, you are showing agents and publishers that you know your subject, you can talk about it clearly, and you already have visibility. Thank you for tuning in. Please follow, subscribe, and join me every week. And let's turn your idea into a plan and your plan into a book so your book can get into the hands of those who need to read it. Do you have a question about book proposal? Email me at deb@thebookproposalexpert.com, connect with me on LinkedIn, and follow @the Method for more resources and tips to get you excited about planning and achieving your book publishing goals. And you can learn more at thebookproposalexpert.com.
This podcast is heard along the Marketing Podcast Network. For more great marketing podcasts, visit marketingpodcasts.net.